Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out, as it does help my channel, but more importantly, it's going to circulate the video a little bit more so that others that need to get these messages will get them. This is the new moon in Aries, which lands on April 1st, most of the world, but Los Angeles, that will be March 31st, okay? I want to give big thanks to Yasmin Boland for all of her moon information through her Moonology Diary. That is where we get everything from. She is amazing. So we're going to start off with what you can expect from this new moon, and then I'm going to move into what the actual lunation means for each of the zodiac signs. If you're not interested in that, please feel free to fast forward ahead, because that's where we're going to start, and then we're going to head into the actual reading. Okay, so it's kind of cool. I'm watching the screen as I'm speaking to you, and I can see little orbs moving through because of the black background. That is very cool. I've never seen that on my videos before. But anyways, okay, so with this new moon in Aries, here's what Yasmin says you can expect, okay? It's the first sign of the zodiac, and among other things, it's going to represent the, don't take offense to this, the me of the zodiac. But remember that we all have Aries in our charts somewhere, okay? So I'm not, this is not a dig to Aries for sure. So this is also a sign from which all other signs flow. It marks the start of a new life, new shoots, new plants, and in the Northern Hemisphere, thank goodness, it is the end of the long, cold winter and the start of spring. It just is the beginning, okay? Now, when you take an interest in astrology, you're going to learn that you have 2 or even 3 New Year's days in your lexicon. The first one would be, of course, New Year's Day on January 1st. And then the move into the sun, the move of the sun into Aries around March 22nd. And now that's going to vary from year to year. And then the new moon in Aries, which takes place in late March or early April. Now, you might prefer to think of it as a second new year or a second chance at a new year. It doesn't really matter. Either way, it's here now, so set some intentions and make some wishes. If you need to heal, set intentions around that, as the healing energy around the 2022 new moon in Aries is super, super strong, okay? So now if you would like to know what the lunation means for you as a zodiac, of course, Aries, it's going to be in the first house, which is all about your appearance and image, self-identity, and how you come across to others, okay? Now, Taurus is going to be in the 12th house, and that's the deepest, darkest, most sensitive part of your chart, your fears, spirituality, self-undoing, withdrawal, secret or hidden enemies. That's what lies in the 12th house for you, Taurus. Gemini, you're in the 11th house with this moon. That is all about friends, networks, social circles, the internet, hopes and wishes. Cancer, 10th house, and that's going to be all about your career and ambitions, how you make your mark on the world, and what you're known for. Leo, 9th house, study, travel, the search for meaning and to understand life, higher learning, spirituality, and dreams. Virgo, 8th house, joint finances, credit cards, debts, sex, anything you consider taboo, inheritance, and transformation. Libra, it's your 7th house. This is going to affect your lovers, your spouse, and your ex, open enemies, any sort of partner, including business partners, cooperation, and competition. Scorpio, this is your 6th house. Daily routines, including at work, and your health and duty. Sagittarius, this will be affecting your 5th house, which is romance, creativity, kids, your own or someone else's, pursuit of pleasure, and love affairs. Capricorn, this is the 4th house for you. Home and family, all things domestic, where you belong, and your past. Aquarius, 3rd house. Communication, siblings, neighbors, quick trips, early learning, and education. Pisces, this is going to affect your second house, which is all about cash, property, possessions, values, including how you value yourself. Okay? Okay, now let's get to the cards. What we have here is the Moonology deck. And for the new moon in Aries, it says it's time to take action. Sorry, the sun is just beaming in here. It's actually very beautiful, but I think I might have to do something pretty soon. But anyways, so this is the manifestation Moonology deck, okay? And it's also Yasmin Boland. This is new moon in Aries also. And it says, here, hang on. I don't know if I can. It says go for it. There you go. Go for it. So it doesn't matter how you look at it. Both of these cards are saying the same thing. They're both saying it's time to take action on something. Very much so. Okay, hang on a second. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to get into the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. Now all the decks are going to be listed below in the description box. Click on the title of this video. That will drop down the description box. All the decks will be listed there, as well as any extended links if there's an extended video. Okay, first card out. Get comfortable here. First card out is realization. Okay, this is really... I hope you guys can see this because on my camera it's looking pretty light. But I think it might just be the way it's hitting my camera. So once I get all of these cards down, I'm going to take a look at timing, okay? Then you have discernment. And I will be putting these in order. Did I just say that? Timing. But I'll put them in order so you'll understand when it's coming and what's coming. Next card is the Path. Very cool picture. Okay, and in final card, the Void. I don't know if you can see this. I can't make a difference here, apparently. So, the Void. Okay, there. I paused for a second to make a switch on the lighting here. That's much better. Okay, so we've got these out now. What I want to do is put them in order based on timing of them, because each of them, as you can see, each of them has a moon listed, right? This is the waxing crescent 1 moon. So what I'm going to do is put them in order according to timing. Okay, so to put them in order, this already is in the right place because the realization card is the waxing crescent 1. Now the waxing crescent timeline, waxing crescent 1, sorry, will be the day after the new moon. So this will be Saturday, April 2nd. Okay. So expect some kind of a realization to hit you around the 2nd of April, okay? Now, your next card is going to be the Path, because the Path is a waxing crescent 6. I hope I've fixed the lighting here. It looks really dark for me here. So, Oh, I know what it is. Hang on a second, guys. I have to set up my camera to charge. There we go. Now I can see the light, so to speak. Okay, so the path. This is the next one, okay, number 8, because this is a waxing crescent 6. And the waxing crescent 6 lands on the 7th of April. Okay, so you've got the 2nd, and then you've got the path. So the realization takes you to the path, right? And then the next cards you have in place, they are in order now, because discernment is a waxing gibbous 1. And the waxing gibbous 1 lands on April 10th. So you've got April 2nd, 7th, and 10th. And this is discernment. So this is all about the realization that takes you to the right path and discernment moving forward. The void is the dark moon. Okay, now the dark moon, it is the waning crescent moon. So it's the darkest part of the moon right before a new moon. So it's basically the day before the new moon, always, every month, okay? And that is going to fall on the 29th of April. So it's kind of interesting. It doesn't always happen this way, but all of your timing is in the month of April. Now, this doesn't tell us what happens here. And the discernment doesn't, that doesn't necessarily tell us what you're discerning. But the beginning of the month, you've got an aha moment coming that gets you on the right path. So let's get more cards and see just exactly what that realization is and what that path might be, and the discernment, and what happens on the dark moon. The void, okay? So the dark moon is the void. So maybe that's, you realize something's missing in your life. But let's get there and see what we have. This is Luna Somnia deck. Okay. So on top of the realization and the path, we have the Four of Swords. This is all about healing. You have been healing. And it's through the healing and the growth that comes after the healing. That realization, once you go through, because healing isn't just healing. Healing also brings some kind of a transition or transformation, because there's always growth. Once you heal, you're raised up, right? You're leveling up. And it's within that you gain this realization about this particular path here. I want to know what this path is. Okay, so on the path and the discernment, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now this could be a person in your life. Okay, this would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or somebody with fire sign strongly in their chart. But the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is what this could be telling you, is self-confidence, inner strength, a need to be me, is what I'm hearing. A need to be me. So coming out of this healing, the growth that you achieved during that period was inner strength, self-confidence, and a need to be yourself. You feel that I am now determined to be myself. And that could be the path. And, not allowing anyone to try to steer you in any particular direction. So somewhere between April, approximately, give or take, right? April 2nd and April 7th, you have this epiphany because you've healed. You've done you've rested, you've healed, you've recovered, you've recuperated, and that's what allows you that realization in regards to your path. And your path, I don't feel your path is this energy. I believe this is the energy that you realize you need to take on this new path. Okay? And you're going to be very discerning on that path. Okay, so on discern, and now keep in mind, that's around April 10th. So all of this basically is in the first week and a half of April. Again, give or take, time is fluid, right? The void, however, is something that comes in at the end of April, the 29th of April. So discernment and the void. Funny, Spirit, funny. We have the moon card on the moon card. Wow. This void is the unknown for you. Now you have known here, but by the end of the month, you come to the realization, you come to the discernment, if you will, that there is still something that's very unknown to you about this new direction you're taking. Oh my goodness, let's see what's coming out of that. Bottom of the deck, part of your overall energy is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, uncertainty. Seven of Cups is uncertainty. Too many options, too many choices. Got a decision to make, not sure which way to go. I think it's because this is so big and so brand new for you. It creates a little bit of confusion. Okay, let's get Gaia Oracle cards now. Okay, on top of the Four of Swords and the Queen of Wands, you've got Goddess of Creation. Yeah, see, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. That's what I said. This Four of Swords brings you to, this is transforming you. It's leveling you up, and that's exactly what this is saying here. Into the Queen of Wands. She is creativity. She is the queen of creativity. She also, if you want to take a look at it from this angle, we're talking about the new moon at Aries here. She would be an Aries, possibly, but a fire sign. Aries is a fire sign, and it's all about taking action. It's all about going for it. And that's the Queen of Wands. She would be going for it. This doesn't make sense to me. Still, it's if you're in this place of knowing, having that aha moment about the path, having the inner strength and the courage, and being self-reliant, I'm hearing, is something else you're taking on here. Then I don't understand the moon being at the end of this. So let's keep going. Okay, so on the Queen of Wands and the moon now, you have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. Oh, thank you, angels. Thank you. Okay, so this is a timing thing for you. By the end of April, you will have some kind of an achievement which is going to help you focus, right? These normally, I don't do reversals, and these normally, 7 of Cups and the Moon, confusion, uncertainty. This is telling us that by the end of April, you will have certainty. You will no longer be confused because you will have some kind of a breakthrough. And that's when you realize that you can have that dream come true. This is all happening very quickly. Keep in mind, this is this is very fast. For what's taking place here, this is very fast. If you start seeing the number 1122, know that that means everything is about to start moving at twice the speed, because it's getting fast, right? Wow, this is getting really good. Okay, what are we getting now? Oh, yes, okay. Divine doors. A message from Spirit. Whatever this achievement is at the end of the month here, it's going to help you, like I said, it's going to help you realize that your dream is possible. And that's going to allow you to focus, stay focused, not lose hope. Every time I use this deck, I want to see a new door because I want to see a new message from Spirit. And every time it's the same doors over and over again, but that's okay. So this is our door for this point in time, for this new moon. And the message on the back from Spirit is patience. Something we all want to hear more often. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. That's the achievement. That helps things come to light for you. And the transformation, the creativity. Like I said, the Queen of Wands is the queen of creativity. This is all going to pan out. But again, like anything else that manifests, it's steps, right? And you cannot change that. You can't speed it up. It just is going to happen as it's supposed to. Okay, so let's get a synchronicity oracle card here. Okay, 1113. When I created this deck, I'd been seeing a bunch of different numbers randomly, but quite often. 1113 was one of them. So I asked my guides what the numbers meant. Whatever they gave me is what I put on the cards. So if you start seeing 1113, know that this is what it means. Divine guidance as requested. And I've come to know, and have not added it to the deck, that 1311, if you're seeing it backwards, you know, the numbers are switched. So you're seeing 1311. It means that the divine guidance that you have requested has taken place. It has happened. Okay? Whatever that means for you. And divine guidance as requested, it's, you know, when you put out an intention, when you ask the universe to bring something to you. So they are guiding you in the direction that you want to go, that you're asking for. And it's right below Goddess of Creation, which is the transformation and creativity and the path. So the divine guidance is taking place. That's what's putting you on that path. That is a divinely guided path. Okay? Now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Whatever question you've been asking that you want an answer to, yes is the answer. And that sits right underneath achievement and discernment. Interesting. Okay. I want to get you... No? Okay. I was going to get you a Divine Abundance card, but I guess I'm getting you one of these instead, a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. I am going to put it up in front of the camera for you while I read it from the book. Ooh, this is new to me. I've never had this card. Watchers. Transpersonal. Very cool. There's a lion. It looks like a lion with a man's body. Interesting. Okay. Card number 60. Okay, it says, serendipity, the observer or witness, transpersonal. When watchers appear, it's an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Don't engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you're simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and actions of others. Let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. Interesting. I'm not sure I understand that, because everything around this new moon talks about going for it, taking action. Maybe the time for you to take action isn't until the end of April. You know, you're observing. You have this realization. You're observing it. You're observing the path. You're using your discernment to move forward, or, you know, decide what it is that you need to do and when you need to do it. With guidance, of course, because you do have divine guidance here. But maybe it's right at the very edge of this new moon being completed, because the new moon is all about take action, this one especially. But it is the new moon until next month's new moon takes effect. And next month's new moon happens on, actually it's in this month too, I believe it's the 30th, I believe it's the 30th of April. Isn't that interesting? So it's within this month. And this void takes us to the 29th, which is the day before the next new moon. So that could be when you take action. Very cool. Okay, now we can get a Divine Abundance card. I don't feel a need for an extended version here. I think we kind of have the information that we need. I'm not feeling that we need to go with that route, but we'll see what Spirit wants. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth school. You know, based on what this talked about, this is exactly it. Individuality. You're not, you know, jumping on any bandwagons. You're not trying to move people in a specific direction. You're not doing anything. You're just observing. And that's your own personalized study plan for now, for right now, right? Okay, let's put that over here. Now, what are we going to get now? Always, always, always. Do we want one of these? No. Okay, we're going to get a Beyond Lemuria card. I love this deck. The messages, not only are they amazing, but the fronts of all these cards are different artwork. And it's very beautiful artwork. And then the backs are different messages from Spirit again. So let's see what this message is all about. Oh, cool card. Climbing the ladder. It's about leveling up, rising up, which also came with the Watchers. You see the ladder there, climbing to the star? Realizing that your dreams can come true. Okay, so now what this says is, have you ever headed, oh, sorry, the title is Star Seer. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Interesting. Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we're going and the stars she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagined, listen to your intuition and know you have got this. Divine guidance as requested. That's your intuition coming through to guide you. That's your discernment. It's observing, holding back, stepping back. That's the Four of Swords. It's taking a step back, recovering, recuperating, right? And the unknown. The way you're moving forward, how you're moving forward, the journey itself is maybe what's creating this uncertainty in you and the confusion. But like Spirit says here, allow it to unfold the way it needs to. And allow space for unexpected opportunities, because that's what you're going to have coming your way. The unexpected. That kind of goes with these moon cards too, right? Okay, now what? Okay, we're going to get a Power of Surrender Oracle card for you to see what you might have to surrender in order to have this newness. Maybe something that was needed to be surrendered after the full moon and hasn't been let go yet or released yet. It could be something that will need to be surrendered or let go of before the next full moon, which is the 16th of April. Okay. Okay, you have surrendered to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Interesting. Very interesting, because like I said, this is a new moon that's all about taking action. So for you to have to surrender to non-action, this is going to be the push-pull that takes place here. This is discernment. It's the Four of Swords on top of this realization and the path. You're going to realize the correct path, but you're being asked to not move yet. I think that's going to be difficult. I think that's going to be the tough part for you, and that's why you're being asked to surrender to that non-action. It's not the time. The time for action may come right here. Like I said earlier, this is like the 29th of April, though. It's right at the very tip, the very edge of the ending of this new moon, because the energies of this new moon take us to the next new moon. Okay, and the full moon energies are going to be a part of it. They're going to be combined for the last 2 weeks. They will be combined with this new moon energy here. This is very interesting. I'm getting this now. It was confusing for me to begin with, because this is a moon about action, and you're being asked to not do this, not move. Not yet. Okay, I want to oh my goodness, I was just drawn to this. Look at this. New moon in Aries, go for it. Look at the moon. Does that not look like it's possibly the last crescent visible? That's what the dark moon is. That's when you will, that is the dark moon. When that last bit of crescent is visible in the crescent moon, right before the new moon. Oh my goodness. This is better than I thought. That is unbelievable. This is the same thing. Look at this. They're not showing a new moon. They're showing the void moon, the dark moon. Both of them. That's when you're going to take action. I started to say, I needed more information here. I was going to clarify things, but then Spirit took me to this and said, look at the moon. Look at the moon. That's when it's time for you guys to take action. That's when it's time for all of us that this resonates with to take action. Don't forget, okay, I'm going to give you the timing here. The realization is going to take place on or around the 2nd of April, okay? The path that's going to be visible at that point in time is on or around April 7th. You need to use discernment. Right after that, this is on or around the 10th of April. Use the discernment, okay? Understand that you are not to take action until the 29th of April. Just discernment goes with the Watcher's card. Just watch and learn and pay attention and get more information. That's going to help you to take action here. Use the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is that inner strength, courage, self-discipline. This is what I'm hearing now with this, is self-discipline. Hold yourself back. Although you're going to see what you need to see, you don't know everything around that yet. So hold yourself back. Get creative if you have to. Just work on hobbies, do whatever. Bide your time, if you will, because you are not to do anything until, at the earliest, the 29th of April. Rest. Take a holiday. Just take a break. Like I said, get creative. Create things. That's a form of meditation. You're going through a transformation at this point in time here, okay? That is not the time to act. When you're going through a transformation, it's time to shut down, meditate, get lots of rest, fluids, eat well, exercise, have fun, enjoy yourself, so that the transformation can take place without any resistance. Because it's going to take you to a place where you realize your dreams are a very big possibility and you can achieve them, because you are going to achieve something right here because of your discernment, because you watched and listened and learned. Then you take that, put it into action at the end of April. So be patient, because soon everything is going to come to light and you're going to understand that it is all going to be just fine. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I want to get one more card for you guys. We're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. This may have something to do with a soulmate, everyone. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. You are about to come together with a very special person. Now, it doesn't mean it's romantic. It doesn't have to be. It could just be you're coming together and meeting up with a best friend, a new best friend, someone that is a soulmate. It could be a romantic partner. Could be different for all of you. And that person could be a Queen of Wands, because it is right beneath the Queen of Wands. Okay. But I also believe that taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands is going to get you to this place here with this soulmate. I want another card. What can we get, angels? Okay, if this is going to be about a soulmate, let's get a Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. This is going to be a message either from or about this soulmate. Okay? The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. So this is a message from your soulmate. Take the time to heal. Take the time to rest and allow this to unfold naturally. And that will give you that loving care that you need for yourself, which is going to open you up by the end of the month to be able to give the love to your soulmate that you're going to want to give to them. This was an amazing reading. I hope it resonates for you all. I hope it helps you. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.